Out of everything that could be coming in Fortnite Chapter 5 Season 4, what is the one thing that you would like to see the most? Today, I ask you guys. Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Kyle. I am your guy with too many YouTube channels, and welcome back to the Reply Room, everybody, where I ask you guys to jump into the Discord, which is in the pinned comment description down below, by the way. If you'd like to join, we would love to have you there. And I ask you guys this. What? I just realized there's a spelling mistake there. What do you want to see Epic do next season most out of everything? Keep in mind one thing, and I'm not looking for average answers like fixing an issue with Chapter 5 as a whole. I want to hear something about the Marvel season. Now, apologies to continue this intro further. I really, wholeheartedly, with all of my heart, can't thank you enough for helping me make this video. But so many of you guys took this in general and wrote a million things. I'm looking for one thing. So I'm going to, because people don't listen anymore to me saying like one thing or specifically about this topic. I cut those answers out. I can't thank you enough, honestly, for taking the time to write down everything that you would like to see, but that's not what I asked, guys. I need you to pay a little bit more attention, so I hope this doesn't come off as rude. It's just something that I'm going to have to do. Also, there was a couple answers that were kind of repeating each other, and those answers, I just cut out one randomly. So, let's get into the video, guys. Sorry for the long intro. Give us good mythics. I really want to play with overpowered fun items like Chapter 2 Season 4 powers, remove them from ranked, and leave it as is in BR. Now, this is the correct way to go. We've been talking about it all season. Separate casual and competitive so we can have fun with all these mythics. The trailer's out now and the trailer looks fantastic. From some of those mythics that we've seen, they look like they could be pretty strong. So I'm hoping for the best over here. I just hope whatever they add gives us more playstyle variety, mainly in the build modes. Every fight ends up being the same 90% of the time, and make sure any returning Marvel mythic gets buffed. Looking at you, kinetic armor. Anyways, like, this is something that I have always really liked when Epic Games kind of change the loot pool up a little bit, because when Epic Games has a ton of things in the loot pool, a ton of really fun items, really good items, really unique items, it makes fights not just building 90% of the time. That's something that I like to talk about with the shotgun meta too. That's why shotgun meta is so important. When players are having different items, or you have so many different fun, good items, there are so many different encounters that you have with different players where all of the fights kind of feel different, and that ultimately does help the game. So I do agree with this. I hope that whatever they do add some variety to the gameplay. Add the Avengers Tower, turn Reckless Airways into Stark Industries, turn Restored Reels into Risky Reels, make Lavish Lair some kind of Dr. DOI, and change Pleasant. Also, wipe out the Underworld. So just seeing some map changes over here from Kane Bullseye, absolutely nothing wrong with that. I'd like to see them bring back similar things that made Chapter 2 Season 4 special. In my opinion, these are the POIs like Stark Industries and Doom's Domain, which, by the way, would fit perfectly in Lavish Lair, which hasn't been touched yet this chapter. The mythics that made the POIs even more special and fun to play with. Also, the LTMs like Marvel Knockout and other hits from that season. So yeah, I have always been talking about, to be honest with you, they could just copy and paste Chapter 2 Season 4, change up the mythics a little bit, and I would be completely happy. Regarding the map changes, I've been talking about, like, if they just had another mid-season update, they dropped the Stark Industries biome on the map, I'd be completely content with that, because it was one of the best things ever. Chapter 2 Season 4 was one of the highest ranked, most loved seasons of all time, and they honestly could just copy and paste a lot of it, or even just the formula. They could do that. I want them to make the main gimmick not overpowered for the first 2 weeks and then nerf them into oblivion with too many counters. We need anything but a repeat of this season. That's true. Although I did have a lot of fun at the beginning of this season. I understand, because we'll have fun for these 2 weeks and then everybody will whine, everybody will complain, and then they'll just get nerfed to the ground, not worth using. That's a big worry I have for next season. The mythics are nerfed and not worth picking up. I'll feel like I'm the only one that's going to be using them, because I like to use the new stuff of the season. But man, yeah, that's a big worry of mine. The one thing I think Epic must do next season out of all things is bring back the Marvel LTMs. I know Epic have pretty much moved away from LTMs, but given it's a Marvel season, I feel like there is no excuse for them not to be there. Personally, what I do is bring back these LTMs with all the old Marvel mythics and then add all of the new ones for this season. Furthermore, I think they should continue to add new mythics into this mode for whenever we get a new character, much like the last Marvel season. I think if they bring back Marvel Cups, they should add a new Marvel mythics to these LTMs that correspond with whichever character they are adding as part of the cup. This will not only make the players want to play these cups even more, but also further increase the sales for whichever skin they are promoting, since they are adding something like a new mythic that goes with it. Every time we have one of these and Sizzle writes something down below, guys, honestly, there's not a lot that I could add to that, because that is an entirely perfectly good thing that Epic Games needs to do next season, especially regarding LTMs, especially regarding the skins. It makes so much sense Thank you, Sizzo. Storyline redemption. Something I would really like to see from next season from Epic out of everything, since the roadmap is pretty much confirmed for the Marvel Doctor Doom season, is probably a good and cohesive storyline within this season. A big issue Chapter 5 and Chapter 4 most players would agree on is the storyline. I would like it if the storyline for next season could come back to Donald Mustard's type of storytelling. Showing, not telling. Show, don't tell. I always found this quite unique and an intriguing aspect in Donald Mustard's early story, for the story was literally only shown to us through live events, random props, moving runes, cubes, etc. It was never specified while still making logical links, which has just led to mass speculation and general interest in the story, that being the reason why I like Chapter 1 storyline so much, and probably for many others as well. I just hope this storytelling can be implemented into Charlie Wen's storyline for next season, like Galactus coming towards the island in Chapter 2 Season 4, with maybe some voice lines and progressive map development to show visual storytelling, showing the story, hearing the story. In some aspects of Charlie's story, he has already had these show don't tell aspects with Pandora's Box and the Wanderer, so I'm hoping for some more visual storytelling, and hopeful that Charlie will begin to cook on the Marvel season with him also having associations to the brand. I believe he has the ability to and can do well throughout the story next season going into Chapter 2 OG. This again actually was very, very well said. I still have faith in Charlie Wen, and I'm hoping for the best too, because he does have ties to Marvel, right? I'm hoping that we could have a good storyline over there. Like, I was expecting Doctor Doom to be the Wanderer, so things are being set up. We had a little bit of a show don't tell type thing in the recent mini event, so that was pretty cool. I don't have a lot of faith that this season is going to be the storyline redemption, but I do believe that storyline redemption will take place throughout Chapter 6. We can hope for the best, though. If it's Marvel next season, what about a TVA POI and have TVA doors spawning around the map when the first circle closes that lets people go to a randomly selected place from Marvel, like maybe the dead Aunt May base of the villain in Deadpool and Wolverine for the 3 minutes. They fight with respawns. The most kills in the first place gets legendary loot, 2 epic, 3rd rare, enhancing the minigame. That's actually a really cool idea. That's actually a solid idea. I'm always for minigames, and I'm a little bit disappointed with the Fall Guys one, man, because it's a lot of fun, but they kind of missed the mark where the mothership did so well. It was mid-game, the players were kind of going against each other. The Fall Guys didn't really capture that same thing, but if everybody was kind of fighting in a TVA, like in a TVA portal where they had the base for Deadpool and Wolverine, I actually think that's a really, really solid idea. But let's continue on. I want them to not make the season feel like a could have been better season, or a season where one update just ruins it for everyone. Season 2 lacked Greek themed items, and instead we got another DMR. I hate DMRs if you can't tell. And the locker update has left people demoralized in Fortnite. Season 3 wrecked its season because they couldn't fix balancing changes. Hopefully, Season 4 cannot mess things up. I have a good feeling about the Marvel one, to be honest with you. I have a good feeling if they don't ruin the Mythics, then I will be completely confident in it. I'm going to take a different route with my response and focus on music. It could be an emote or a few jam tracks. A skin would be out of the question since he has passed away, but the most fitting artist they could add next season is MF Doom. He has created so many legendary rap albums during his career, and he wore Dr. Doom's iconic mask on stage and with the covers of all of his albums. It would be a huge missed opportunity to not add songs from the late rapper whose entire image is themed around the major Marvel villain this season will be all about. I'm going to sound dumb here. I don't know who you're talking about. I'm already ready for the comments on that one. Ascension, that sounds like a solid idea from what you've explained, but I'm sorry. I can't comment further on it. I feel so bad. I want them to do more pen and ink skins like the new Deadpool and Wolverine skins. It would allow them to create new but similar versions of old Battle Pass Marvel skins, and I think the pen and ink style looks really nice and would want to see more characters adapt into that style. Very simple, very well said, and I feel like they will end up doing this, especially since they've confirmed that old Battle Pass skins aren't coming back. It's a perfect way to get around that, so I'm all for this. Good question, so here's my take. If you remember the first Marvel season, they had those unique gliders with the cool pictures of the characters on it as different styles. Well, what if instead we combine having the unique parts of each Marvel character, and the thing they did in Chapter 2 Season 3, make it so you can customize a glider to your liking, but make them unique and special so you could change the type of glider like you could have, like had the surfboard glider. Instead, you could have to hang on to traditional gliders, or even the sleek umbrella design, but the customization could be themed around tons of different Marvel characters, even ones they haven't put in the game. Like, imagine the umbrella is part of a tree like Groot, but the handle's all covered in ants and is made of ants, Ant-Man, and the topper on top is the Dragoncorn head from OG Deadpool's glider. This is all just an idea, but the idea of custom cosmetics has always seemed to be an interesting idea. I feel like this would take the base idea and improve upon it significantly. That's actually a really good idea. I kind of forgot that that was part of the battle passes in Chapter 2. We haven't had it in Chapter 3, 4, or 5, eh? I don't think so. But yeah, I would actually really like that. Because you're right, the glider was pretty cool, and they could just improve upon it. Kind of like what we've seen before. I love this idea. I would like to have really good battle pass skins. I'm going to be honest, all the passes in Chapter 5, in my opinion so far, are either flat or horrible besides Season 2 one, which I find kind of decent. but this current one has not a single skin I would ever touch, and the Season 1 Battle Pass was also pretty underwhelming. I want to see cool Marvel characters that's not in the game yet, such as Winter Soldier, Vision, the Fantastic Four, a few X-Men, War Machine, and plenty of other characters as well. I fully trust that they will do whoever they decide to put in the pass very well. Now, we have seen from, I believe it's all the Battle Pass characters that have been shown, right? I love what they did. I love what they did. I've wanted to see more Fortnite original characters combined with Marvel characters more, and I'm very, very happy they did that. So these other Marvel heroes that we've been talking about over here in this post over here today, they're probably going to come. We know the Fantastic Four are going to come, and I would imagine it's going to be in the Marvel shop. So I'm confident in whatever they're going to do. I'm confident in the season. I feel very good about it, guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Check out this video on screen. Speaking of Battle Passes, reacting to the Battle Pass change. That we take a bunch of opinions from different creators and we put them into one video talking about exclusivity, all of that. I'll see you over there, guys. Take care.